Good morning, traders, and this is your Dax day trade setup for today. So we end up with a green inside bar off the bottom of a range, and as I said yesterday, the looks of things, this was looking like a range, and we just traded accordingly. And I have a feeling that is exactly what this is. It is pretty much a move to the upside, consolidation, and we're now looking for a move to the top of the range, or alternatively a breakout. So the breakout, just get a level. So that would be our move. So breakout of this range would give us two targets. The first one would be right there on the first gap close, possibly the second gap close, and then the second one would just be the range height. Then that range height is going to be pretty close to where the measured move is. It'll be this tail here on the daily. Okay, so that's kind of the scenario that I see at the moment. Trend is up. It looks like it's come back to test. It's come back to test twice on the daily, on the moving averages. Moving averages have crossed over and not quite pointing up just yet, but it does look like we have a change in direction happening here. Okay, so a couple of things to look at here. You see you've got the confusion on the oscillators on the 3 hour. We've got a crossover just below the zero line. Remember, any crossover above the zero line is typically just a pullback. So that is fairly close. We have had a crossover here and a move, and now we've separated. And remember, whenever they separate like this and they cross over far apart, it's normally a violent move to the downside. So that could still transpire as well. So shoulder, sort of a double head or even a shoulder here. But we need to see a break below 10,217. Okay, so advice is still the same as yesterday. Break below 10,217, and I want an hourly close below that. That would then get me looking at options to be short. For now, I still want to see a bit of a pullback and then a rejection from higher up. So, in other words, a rejection off the gap inside this range, or even something like that. So in other words, a move up to test the trend line and then a move to the downside. That would get me looking at some shorts from this level. But what I'm seeing on the US markets at the moment, I have a feeling we're going to have a bit of a rally today. Probably just to tag some Fibonacci levels on the US markets. So, and the Dax is going to follow suit pretty much. Okay, so the advice is pretty much the same for this morning. So the way I'm looking at this is it's been messy yesterday. I mean, this was really messy and probably frustrating to trade as well. But I think for as long as we are above these moving averages, this trend is up. Only thing that's going to change my mind at the moment is to break below this fractal here on the 12 minute, which is 10,392. Okay, so break below that will give me shorts, but the shorts will pretty much only be to come and close the gap and to the bottom of the range. Okay, so that's kind of what we see at the moment, and I think that's how I'm going to continue looking at the DAX. To be quite honest, I think the S&P and the Dow offer a little bit more structured trading opportunities at the moment than what the DAX does. So until we break out of this range, I think we're going to be moving more sideways than we are in any direction right now. Last thing in this little setup here, so you have a little wedge here as well. And I say a little wedge because the break from that wedge just kind of tests the lows here. Okay, so right now the DAX futures are flat, 0.07 down. The DAX and the US futures early this morning were down almost 0.5%, but after rallying 1.6% yesterday, I seriously believe we're going to have a move to the upside. First target is definitely this gap. Okay, that's pretty close. There. That's 10,542. The second target is going to be a little bit higher than that, which is going to be this trend line here, which would be 10,573. Okay, and then obviously the next target is going to be top of range, which will be 10,833. I'm not looking to short the top of this range. I'm anticipating a breakout. Okay, so my bias is to the upside for now, and it looks like the market is heading up higher. All that would happen is kind of do that kind of thing. So ultimately, I think this bigger trend line here is the one that we're looking to tag here. So that is, and that's the previous breakout here. So that is 10,542. That's kind of my target area. This level here, if I just use that, was the previous breakouts. We've tagged it, we closed on it, so there's nothing really to read into it. So if we do get a sort of a 1 hour close above this area here, that just validates the move to the upside. Then probably a messy move, but that's ultimately the target area I'm looking for. Okay, so it's 10.54. Okay, 10.540 is the area we're looking for. That's kind of what we are anticipating. Okay, so I hope that helps, guys, and hope it helps. And we will catch up with you later. Cheers for now.